over and continue with the meeting. I walk out of the hall so that I don't want to create any chaos, because I don't want violence for erupt like the incident to be happened the last time. When I come back, I said Jen say, now in the continue now for carry for chair the meeting, which is a breach of our constitution in the first place. Now, there are certain clauses within the constitution where I want to let people really pay very close attention to. There is Article 16, subsection 3, where talk say, because of the article under the inclusion, NEC can institute disciplinary action. NEC can institute disciplinary action. You get also Article 16, subsection 7, where say NEC meeting shall be secret ballot. So I don't point out two clauses within the Constitution itself. Then they interpret Article 16.3 as NEC having the powers to pass arbitrary judgment. Forgetting say, every constitution has to follow certain constitutional standard rules and guidelines. And those standard rules and guidelines include due process of the law. A due process of the law means if you accuse somebody for a crime, you therefore present evidence to the effect, then therefore give opportunity to the person where they accuse for answer to the accusation, investigation therefore be followed, and then a judgment is made. That is exactly what is meant by Article 16, subsection 3, which says NEC has the power to institute disciplinary action. It does not say NEC has the power to institute arbitrary judgment. There is two different between those two. And the authors of the Constitution were careful to make sure they not breach the constitutional guidelines, the rights, fundamental rights, were enshrined inside the Salon Constitution, which is based on due process of the law, wherein everybody get the right for let them go able for tell them the reason why then they accuse them, waiting they accuse them for let go able for defend himself and investigate the matter and pass judgment. Those are fundamental rights within any constitution. So any document where you write will not meet the standard of the those fundamental rights, that particular clause is null and void. So there is no way the framers of the NGC Constitution will write a clause with the assumption that that clause means within 5 minutes, I go look Kutubu, I say, hey, Kutubu, Naengo broke the central bank yesterday. They say, oh yes, now Kutubu break central bank, rise, no sentence immediately. No questions asked of Kutubu. There is no part in the Constitution of Sierra Leone and there is no part in the NGC Constitution that says a clause means arbitrary judgment as opposed to instituting disciplinary action. Now let's go to Article 16, subsection 7, where it say NEC decisions has to be secret ballot. You get a group of rowdy members, the way said Jen Binon puts na the NEC meeting, where out of 87 to 90 NEC members, now only about 35 of them come, where then take money, pay them. We get videos where they pay them, they line up, then they can't take money for them votes and they will don't go past the NEC. Jumping up the air, shouting, suspend chairman, forgetting that the constitution of the NGC party say NEC decision has to be secret ballot when Article 16, subsection 7. So that's now violation number 2. Violation number 3, you also get now with NGC constitution, I think it's Article 51 or Article 52, where define the existence of a disciplinary committee. And you also define the role of the function of the disciplinary committee, that every disciplinary action has to be passed through the disciplinary committee, where must investigate, must give opportunity to whoever they accuse for them to explain himself. If they not give that person the opportunity, then the matter is null and void. And whatever decision they make, then they pass to NEC. Now NEC go look and review and ratify. So those are all fundamental clauses within our constitution that are breached within this process. So anybody will tell you, say, a decision was made at the neck to suspend the chairman and leader on account of him saying on television that SLPP is not part of an alliance, that person they need to go back to law school. If not a lawyer, if not possible they aspire to be a lawyer, tell us he needs to go back to the drawing board, let understand the fundamental rules of law.
Okay, now punctuate you. Now come, you see, because this also we really they deal with the constitutional aspect of the for not be able to move from this point to that point, we therefore navigate the constitutional aspect of this here. So one more if you talk about this suspension way they talk about, usually in law or just regular procedure, more say somebody violates something. A formal complaint not go there against the person, not a formal complaint in the fight.
Absolutely.
Good. When
absolutely
formal complaint, they go to the judicial part or the body, the disciplinary body where they deal with that, not to go get for set a hearing for letting go, look into that case, not to hearing any set for letting go.
Well, that brings me to another aspect of the NGC constitution. The NGC constitution gives power to NEC to set up any committee that they see fit for make decisions on behalf of the party. So with the framers of the constitution, when they say under 16.3 that NEC has the power to institute disciplinary action is not arbitrary judgment. Disciplinary action is a process. So which means NEC has the power to set up a committee. The committee can now investigate and and look for evidences to the claims that we are making, and then the committee can make recommendation to the very NEC for make a final decision. But in this case, those processes were violated because then think to say the people that will write the law will include Ambassador Fode Dabo, when a fine refined lawyer, except he can tell we say the tell when they write the NGC constitution, then no interested in respecting the clauses and the rights within the Salon constitution where they insist on the due process of the law. Because the issue, even the language, when you interpret any piece of law, there are two elements you go for look into. The text of the language, the text of the law itself, and the intent of the framers of the law. And the text of the law says, institute disciplinary action, which requires a process, not arbitrary decision. But this was a palace coup that failed because outside forces feel threatened by the fact that, say, the NGC is moving on as an independent party, but they want to remote control the party, so they have their surrogate led by the Secretary General to pose a threat to the heart of our party. So this issue is between the NGC party, led by the chairman and leader, and Secretary General, who is the kingpin that is being used as a surrogate to kind of to lead the hostile takeover of our party, which the NGC members are resisting.
Okay, good. Yeah, because like I said, I'm glad you will stick with this point here. So, okay, things like finance and all that thing, then una audit go look at the auditors.
That's no. Let me touch on that one. I'm glad you mentioned that. I'm glad you mentioned that because the very momentum behind this very NEC meeting was centered around financial report. Accountability is one of the yardstick that my leadership can be mentioned. Transparency and discipline. Unfortunately, many people are used to discipline. They're not used to discipline in the institutions. They're not used to discipline in the environment that we then grow up. So they can't get a leader where principled, where they instill discipline. So when we come to the issue of the financial report, then go incite about them. Then they attack. Oh, we money that way then thief. We money that way then thief. But the one the way know the chairman, Jismet Suma, they know say, na man, we're very principled when they come to the issue about accountability. So I made sure every aspect of financial activity when we get involved, irrespective of the fact that say the treasurer was preparing the financial report, I made sure I prepare a clear-cut financial income and expenditure report on those monies that went through me as campaign manager of Western area. I placed that on the side, in addition to what the treasurer was prepared. When we came to the hall, we were about to go to the financial reporting aspect of the party. Now the 10 Secgen pull off this palace school, which members they now begin to say, now because you know one let we discuss financial report, we go lead to questioning him for let go able to give account to monies them where he been get involved with. And me make matters worse because me make sure say the money that we me get involved with, I prepare a financial report. I not wait for let treasurer go present and assume. I print copies so NEC members and each one get hard copies. We go give them time for read them and absorb every line. Because I did that, Sergeant feel threatened because he does not have similar breakdown of any expenditure that he was involved in. So he did not want the financial report to go on. He aborted it by creating chaos like this, asking for the chairman to be suspended when you know that's not going to work. You know it's not going to possible. You know it's going to create chaos. We're going to end the meeting because the first one he used police, this one he used a palace school.
So in light of what you don't talk now, because I see for now they get, who side this year one, I see culture of personality now than a one. They are also they see, outside force system where one get a hold inside this year. So now the follow-up question to this is when una go that okay first when you make that dramatic announcement we all see and that. First, we not call you cabinet and then tell them, say, well, look, this thing where they go on there is not okay with we. We may come into this with an understanding, say we form alliance, but what we they see now, I mean, we are just being used now with the sinner, we just being used now. So therefore, waiting at a column, the logical choice now, or we optional, we need for commoner. So we not go to a facade to the public say we not how they call it. In fact, we not so we not that way because one thing the public will say oh that but actually it's not so. So you go find out come out let people they know. So my only question is you executive people there. You bring this matter to them for let you point to them the voice of red flags about what you point them to them and they will say you know what the consensus is.
That's an interesting question.
Now they really our law have because the accusation that you take unilateral decision, you they suspend people there from the platform them, that the grouping platform you they put them arbitrarily, for no reason, they have for say things away other than that you put. So all of these things. So in other words, you have been accused of totalitarian tendencies or dictatorial tendencies. So we can walk through that, sir.
Well, let's come first to the issue about the alliance before I go to the issue about suspension. Now, every meeting where we don't hold at every level of this party, from national officials to regional meetings, the members they overwhelmingly they vote and clear say we are not part of an alliance. We don't consider ourselves part of an alliance. Chairman, please go and apologize to our other members that's left. So that then say go come back here and also not be part of an alliance. Let's move this party forward. And in several of those meetings, then we also have a recording of the very Secretary General they say, we are not part of an alliance. This is not a gentleman's agreement. But that gentleman's agreement, the nobody not honor them. So our party, in fact, even for qualify and say part of the clause in the agreement say each party will maintain its identity. So let's move on with the party. We are not part of an alliance. That is Secgen saying in some of these meetings. So the issue now, NEC or National Delegates Conference, That's why you make official vote on the issue of alliance as per our constitution. So my appeal to our members, now for help them let them come now build the party because they left on principle. So me, they tell them, say, please, when I come back, practically speaking, our party is not part of any alliance. We are running as an independent party. We know you guys left on principle, but we are now appealing to you guys to come. I'm extending an apologies to you. I'm extending apologies to the nation that believed in us, that NGC is an independent political party and we want to move forward. Now that then used as the basis for move that motion under that palace school, a hostile takeover attempt of our party. Now, after they don't realize it, they don't get a backlash on that one day, the majority of our members don't go after the so-called paid, bribed. That's the word I for use. The delegates then will come. Now, then they look for other excuses for add to the charge. It's like a general where they run a country, they pass a decree, when I go arrest Mr. X. They don't ask question why in arrest and when I go lock him up in a Pademba Road. Nobody don't ask question why they lock him in a Pademba Road. Eventually, people they ask why you arrest Mr. X. Well, I'll go look for evidence. Oh, Mr. X been go this and that. Initially, the reason why I hold Mr. X is completely different from the different thing and that way they can pack. That is exactly what they are trying to do. Because of the basis where they use, people don't go after them and they can't say, I mean a dictator. Now, let me tell you why they're talking about dictatorship. DJ Million and Marge, another member of our party with the UK and I, they are the key mouthpiece for the alliance camp within our party. The alliance camp, there are very few people who are the surrogates of Kande Yumkela. They always praising him and they always try to make NGC and the world believe that Kande Yumkela is still part of the NGC party and Kande Yumkela is controlling NGC party. And the NGC members are revolting against that to say, look, DJ Million, you cannot come and begin to bring issues about alliance in our group, in our forum, when we are not part of an alliance. So as a result, when they challenge them, it terrorize them. When I say terrorize, not to picking terrorism, it is cause, it is attack, it is hint, it is whatever, it is send videos because 24 hours into on social media. As a result, you get decent people within we party, family people within we party, we get husbands and wives within we party, we get daughters and sons within we party, decent, respectable people. DJ Million, they attack them, they cost them. So it make the people in them back off because they don't want to engage any rare man na public for begin to cost back and forth. So then they been unbug the party, plenty people and begin to put pressure, say, Chairman, we need for take action. So we call a national officers meeting. We'll examine the complaints then put all the data then together. We include some of the data that way DJ Million they cost me because then they unleash on me when we are talk about against the alliance. When this thing happened, now I tell we national officers in a meeting, I send an audio. Say this now insult to we. We don't campaign, we don't make this government don't win, we don't get an agreement, we don't form a coalition and alliance government, they don't kick we out, they know they consider we. Me as the chairman and leader of the party, if you not give me the mandate for take legal action against the president and in party, I will do it in a heartbeat. DJ Million and they unleash on me. It will cost all kind nasty cost them. But me a decent man, I come on at home, I not come on, I not men a krube. Who say any bobo can come on, I cost any mami cost. So I can't engage them. I know that. So now the advantage that in get over decent people inside the party. So we be need for take action for put an end to that cyber terrorism where be the unleash on members of a party. With respect to Marge, him in the send in at one time where we get copies of, he sent out a statement where appear like a press release on behalf of the NG party with a name sign underneath it using the party logo so that when the outside people and see him, They say that the NGC party they speak, where they promote the alliance. Now that press release they promoting the way the government don't do, and the press release using the party insignia, the party symbol. So because of them crime, then they way DJ Million they do against decent people in our party. We no one for engagement and social media can cause mami cause back and forth and attack and humiliation. Then call we attention. We call a national officer, and overwhelmingly we vote for suspend DJ Million and Mike and refer them to disciplinary committee as prescribed by our constitution. And that tax we refer the matter to the disciplinary committee. Disciplinary committee chairman not be able to forget a quorum, but let disciplinary committee they meet. So now he called me, say, Chairman, do you allow appeal to you? Let you appeal to the national officers. Let us reconsider this suspension. Let we try for reconcile the party. Let we go on the position of peace and unity. Now I give heed to the disciplinary committee chairman. He appeal. I take the matter back to the national officers. We discuss them. The first time they refuse. They say no, we know they lift the suspension. So then they take another 2-3 weeks. The disciplinary committee chairman come back to me. Now I take the matter back to the national officers. Eventually I succeed for appeal to national officers. Then they agree say for lift the suspension because the disciplinary committee cannot meet for decide on the complaint we don't send to them. So we lift the suspension. So now from that now, then come into the party, then work with the Secretary General, then say for plot a palace coup, for overtake the party, for take the party from the chairman and leader, then carry this bogus suspension. We know they exist.
Okay. Now, also talking of this, I don't also hear a video or an audio video from the women's leader. I don't hear that he make a statement. The statement where he also made, he brought on the fact say you have been accused of dictatorial tendencies. You have to take this. I think you by waiting in claim you remove and come out the forum you have commodity. So but me and I mean you now a highly educated person you for no say freedom of speech now an integral part of the democratic process. Because people they know it talk then how they you able to lay claim so being a democratic entity if people cannot express their opinion. So usually me and Southside and the suppress opinion are not going to do it because it usually. So
good. I'm glad you will bring that car up.
I mean you delete the women's leader, you pull up, is it true? Because she's on record saying that.
Yes, it is true that I removed the women's leader from the official NGC Global. And let me explain the circumstances, how we that led to her removal. Now, that National Officers Forum, we get several NGC forums, but we get two major ones. When a global NGC Global Forum, when are they all everything we get for do with go back and forth, any information, news, whatever, and they will post them. Now I create, following a decision from the national officers, an official NGC Global Forum, when are only paid up members, they didn't have forum day. And that forum day, they strictly decide say, now only policy decision and planning for the party discussion, now we get it. We don't want anything we go for do it birthday celebration. We don't want anything for do with bearing announcement. We don't want anything for do with I represent the party and that. For prove that point today, there was a time where I go represent the party. Now that city council lady where the CR when boyfriend kill. So I go represent the party with some other youth, NGC youth them. Because for support the women and cause. Now in the youth in the excitement, post the announcement na the official NGC forum. For say, hey, we and chairman will be in this bearing. Now in the members of the forum say, no, that is against the forum rule. Now they say, hey, but I will chairman, and they say no. Now I tell them, say yes. even if na me na the chairman, if the rules say we'll not for post anything, we're going to do with anything else other than planning for the party, let's respect it. That is the rule affecting me now. So they remove those pictures. Somebody else, when at the East District Chairman, Mr. Chernoba, then go one with NGC member, die, Panbon Pikin. When I saw the situation, then go that begging day. Then can then post the picture for report, say, we'll go this begging. Now people attack and say, no, you're not for day. Now me come and say, but this time burying now, NGC member now die. At least I can report and to win and say, no, now make we get the other global forum, let go there. So me on me, then stop me, not for even defend them. So that's a standard rule. Pap, now unfortunately, one of we member in North America, mama died. Now the women's leader chose upon herself for post the burial information at the official forum. The admin them, one of them sent private message to him for say, hey, women's leader, that in the way post that group day, it look like she got for the leader because they against to follow rules. The other forum group day, if you want to go send and they. Now you say no care. After all the posse way died, in Pekin, an active member, a portrait member of the party. And the woman say, but this rule here, it apply to everybody, including the chairman. Why you not go announce and decide where everybody day, where people that will not paid up subscriptions, they said they all go see the announcement. Now I say no, you know they pull them. You see the issue about discipline. Now you go, now the lady now when the admin remove the picture. He said because of violation. If other people and begin ask him, what she wait for? Now he remove the picture. Hell broke loose. As she removed the picture, so now in the women's leader Jariu Sila attacked the poor woman. He left some longer disrespectful message for him at the forum. They delete him, remove him as admin. They delete him from the forum itself. Listen to this. Listen to let people remember this. The forum rule say this. He say no, in there above the rule. He violate the rule. The woman enforce the rule. He delete. He curse the woman. Then he take the woman. He take him as admin. Then he remove the woman from the forum completely. Kutubu. You are a leader. If that can report, they can to you are a leader. You know go take similar action. Say, look, Jariu, what he have done is not fair to this woman. This rule is our rule. So I decided to remove her temporarily until the matter calm down because you don't remove the woman. Within hours, Nine he sent message to Nine said Jen called me within about 1 hour or so. 1 to 2 hours. I said Jen call me. They say it's again. He say I told you women's leader don't complain, say don't remove my forum. Now I say yes, I say for letting them cool off because you don't cost Auntie Fatima when I very senior member of the party when they enforce the rule. Nine Sergeant said, do I talk to you, put them back. Now as I say, well, 1 or more, I not go one way, come back, you can set confusion, they begin cause again. Now I say, no, I don't talk to him. Now I not put him away first. Now Sergeant come back to me. Now I tell him, say, I ask you for let one arm, let no can create confusion at the forum. Now Sergeant say, yes, you don't give me full assurance, say, you know, conduct any forum. Now I Adam, brother, if you don't ever do a Krubero in the course, if you don't ever do a Kutororo in the course, if you don't do a Sopit in the course, if you don't do a Kinjimuro in the course,
okay,
that one
now,
day,
you don't.
That just a sample of waiting you gonna see. Now you unleash some langa audio they cost me. This not person sometimes. If you all pass me first girl picking self not too far. Cost me. Langa cost. Only politics. Now go make that they happen. You know say me na chairman I know will come back na public and cost them. Now in them they say na dictatorship. They are you didn't interview me. Does that sound like dictatorship to you? Or it sounds like somebody enforcing a principle and a law that we all accepted to be the principle and the guidelines of our party.
Okay. Now, we don't spend inordinate amount of time laying this problem. Because in my opinion, I say this again, like I say, na court of personality at this you come talk about a coup, then we they look at, you know, one indication that the people are not sticking with the constitution. Because, for example,
Exactly.
maybe
Exactly.
say anything, you know, we need to make this not even forget about maybe NGC now. Just in water. One of the things I can already tell anybody, I have been very grateful to this country and I'm very enamored of one. They make sure say they erect what they call the Rock of Gibraltar. The Rock of Gibraltar and the Constitution. No matter what happen in the final analysis, we get for rely on the Constitution, not get for rely on. Now, in the
Exactly.
ethical foundation, now the moral compass, now the way in, the way out, the way forward. We get for rely on the Constitution, no matter what happen. We get for put aside, you know, we emotions, we need to add and color. There we look because the only thing that I keep in the United States. We all in the country are people they see the benefit of the Constitution when I hold this country.
Yes.
But they can tend for the excuses. Now, having listened to this, they can say, just listen to this. The question we get for you now, because remember, and they go back to waiting bring NGC together. Don't forget to we all become the similar like money. We are very euphoric about it because me personally, teaching that they get problem with me, friends in the SFPP. The problem will get today will not get a viable third force na Salon. Now only Salon Nigeria we don't move for a long time. They don't know with Abubakar Tafawa Balewa, the own party. They don't say they don't know with them. Ghana, they don't know with CPPO, UCC or whatever. They don't know with their party. Now progressive party. So now make where NGC can some of we gladly said, oh, Papa, we thank God, thank you. NGC don't come. It will present a formidable color. It will be a third force. At the point in time, people they will rely on them. Say, well, look, we don't get tired of APC and SPP. So with that kind of, and some of we don't move away from that narrative too. With the hopes that we'll get another party. Because we don't get tired of the party. So looking at things in a context and perspective, what you are waiting at the way forward for NDC as a you know a cohesive party, as one way become with that pillar where they stand on the pillar for present another, you know, an alternative government. Waiting at the way that we already the way believe in that we will go forward. Waiting me no one year in I know I see this party at the gains of this party as it is right on one person and I don't want any. I've never believed in that.
Exactly.
I have never believed that it cannot be I can support you, but the policy of this other color no go be right on you. I don't go make it right on you. Now make we get the spirit of the organization. Now we go up. In order, some of who we able muster the call your conviction for tell we leaders, and I may get problem with SLP people because when they tell them plainly who said you know matter be I they call out, they let them know. That don't mean say I don't like about it, but no. But there's a big difference between Julius Matter Bio and the country. He is not the country, and the country is not him. And this is the politics we need for and I can let you as much as you can, but you not to the entity. No. Now we decide for with the constitution. So with this premise, waiting in you consider judgment how NGC go and get over this and go back to that track where we bring everybody together. Because this is on a distraction had it in there. You know, a reminiscent of what happened at APC today. And this night NGC for so waiting the way forward, how we able, you know, navigate this, how we go put it behind me and focus on the bigger picture. Where now formation say let people know say NGC now a formidable organization in an alternative how they call them, they able to present, you know, a government where we there for the people and by the people then. I want to put personality command because I want that I know but any I don't a personality there. I know the place not for the fortunes of the party or any entity not going to be tied to one man. I'm not part of that, and I me could always denounce it. That make if they work, they talk every now and then, and even the SPP guys are, and same also like the APC guy there. So as we close them, you give me how you think so. What are the best way out of this? No, go back. Waiting we before the 2018 election. Now that platform day, now yada no go. How we able bring everybody? How we put your personal differences aside? We take it. So this party, a big pass we all now that area they now they our actually say NGC big pass one individual, a big pass Kuchubu Kogoma, a big pass John Kamara, a big pass Andy. This now I play with 9 they bring all together. So to Isa as we wrap up.
Good. Now, when me take over the NGC party, my focus was and still is for sell the party as it is, as opposed to selling an individual. Because part of the mistake we'll be making in the past will be the focus on selling an individual. Even though in reality, you will still need that personal clout for come able to build the institution itself. So as a result, even though me a policy guy, I get a background of running a policy institution, a policy think tank. So I get a list of different policy ideas in every socio-economic challenges all they face in Salon. I don't take the time over the past 10, 15 years, understand the intricate nature of the problems in Salon. I don't write policy ideas on each one of them, but not once as I became the chairman, I not present any of them and they in my name as this is just Metsuma's policy. I want to build the party in image. So when I they talk on any policy ideas when me get for project, I they say this is the NGC idea because I want it to be an NGC stuff. I don't make several attempts for that to form a policy committee. I send out a list for people and for get volunteers for join different policy groups from healthcare, education, you name them. But we are being suffocated by this idea of an alliance. Within we party, people and they will get ideas, we then go on for join forces with me, for that we can combine their ideas and sell them and put them together as party documents. But they are all complaining about the so-called alliance. As long as the perception is that we are part of an alliance, they don't want to share any ideas, they don't want to be part of anything. Over and above that, we get with membership themselves, they complain about alliance. Then you get few people like the DJ Millions, the Marge, and others, they are suffocating the party, attacking anybody. We talk anything in favor of the NGC party and against the alliance. Then you get people in Gen and other 1 or 2, 3 national officials will eventually expose themselves at this next meeting, where silently they undermine the functions of the party, the operations of the Secretary General, of the chairman and leader, because they project the independence of the party from the alliance. So as a result, the party is now being strangulated by this issue of alliance. When you make an attempt for to discuss and address the issue of alliance, then bring talks, then come. The first are police, the second one are talks them. Because the same kind of violent kind of practice we don't use now other political parties, then they try for bring come into the NGC party, we will try for resist. So the way forward is this. Step 1, the leadership of the party and other members that we care for this party need for talk to the Secretary General. Say this cause, this roadmap where it take for say he want for do a hostile takeover, make himself chairman and leader in a Secretary General, he want be chairman and leader. That no go ever bring stability na the party. So it is the interest of the party for we get a reconciliation, we able for bring stability back to the party and forget about Palace School. However, we are at a disadvantage in 2 areas. 1, those of us that do not want to affiliate and associate ourselves with alliance, we are the one yearning for the growth of the party. We are the ones committed to grow the party. You get the one them, when they align the alliance, they not care about whether the party succeed or not. They want to kill the party. So in a situation like that, how you go appeal to them, now bring stability to the party, so the party will go before, because that will work against their own interest. What is in their own interest is this destabilization, where they create chaos, where it not go ever end if they continue with them, because we serve the whole we ground at every cost for make sure say they not usurp the powers of the leadership of our party. This is not about Jismet Suma and them on Sheriff. This is about the NGC party and Amadou Sheriff. We normal practice and institutional practices in one for come disrupt them in the form of a palace school.
You know, especially with you exposure on our place, you don't study in this country, you don't need you don't. You know, if you say the constitution, na a guarantor, the constitution, the midwife, all that, must say everybody in the NGC rely on the constitution of NGC.
Provisions,
when
yes.
Document that day.
Yes.
Say if everybody adhere to that document, there will be progress now. Because we can know this group faction.
That is the point. Well, I explain that side.
One group
that's not the point. Yes, that's not the point.
Constitution, the supremacy of maybe if everybody committed to the supremacy of the constitution of NGC, the constitution, I believe that it will navigate the problem also. I don't know if you subscribe to
the constitution. The constitution is as good as to the extent at which the members them wait and frame and for ready for respect them. Now, as it is, then don't use that pauperism from SLPP, because now then use for bull them out commodity. So they want to bring that same pauperism, say, hey, that same force will then use the SLPP, will then kick we out, then drive will fall. Now we can use an aya for kick out the independent-minded people that we don't suffer for this party, don't sacrifice for this party. So the issue about constitutionality, respecting the clause of our constitution, Article 6, subsection 3, does not have any meaning to them. Respecting the terms of our constitution, section 17, 16, subsection 7, does not have any value to them. Respecting the terms of our constitution, Article 51 or 52, where they define the powers of a disciplinary committee, does not have any value for them. So they want to use this thuggery method also, but disrupt the party. Is their own modus operandi. They don't use them against them, then say one use them against we. Now let me explain the reason why third parties then don't they fail, na Salon in particular, because you mentioned about the success na Ghana, success na Nigeria, success na Senegal, and other parts of African countries them we don't grow. Now the problem we get na Salon is the fact that the people the way they can form third parties, they were part and parcel of the corrupt system that existed in the old parties. They came and joined and formed a new party, not based on values, not based on principle, but based on their anger for taking revenge on the old party where they don't belong, because they feel they were not treated right. So they don't come up with any outline vision, outline distinction. We will distinct them from APC and SLPP. The second problem, because of just like the way how the internal structures of APC and SLPP is undemocratic, unaccountable, not transparent to their members, the new party then are the same system. They're not accountable, they're not transparent, they're not democratic in their practices. So as a result, all the old party that we don't exist in the past, they don't fail, because it's always centered on iconic leader. Where that leader they go, the party die. Now that same fate day, now in the NGC party, they experience right now. But the difference where the NGC get with the other party them is the fact that inside NGC, a majority of we, like especially in the leadership of the party, we are independent people, where most of we don't belong to any of them two parties then they before we come to the NGC party. So when they see say the chairman and leader, that the head of the independent-minded people them, we want to make the NGC party independent and not become an umbilical cord of the SLPP or anybody or any group of people. We want to use the NGC as a platform, as a tool. Now make them conspire in this kind where the one for create the impression say they don't suspend the chairman and leader from the party. A motion that says from the position, now a letter that says from the party. It's just the same undemocratic, on lack of respect of systems. So waiting we they do, we they test the arm organs of government. We're responsible for enforce constitutional rules within political parties. This battle will continue, but I will save the soul of our own political party. Let not go experience the same fate like the other political parties. Another point I want to make clearly, ladies and gentlemen, fellow Salonians, I want to get this clearly. Not to SLPP, they fed NGCO. Not to this government here, they fed NGCO. This is not the government of Sierra Leone, of Madabio, they try to disrupt the NGC party. No. These now elements that we don't left with party, but then still feel to say them for remote control the party, from control the party. And when they realize, say, the chairman and leader of the party, Gismet Suma, cannot be remote control, in focus and in values, now principle way they focus on the values of the party. Now that make them use them surrogate them for create confusion, but we're going to resist them. Gismet Suma continues to be the chairman and leader of the party, and that is what is being recognized all over, irrespective of whatever letter they generate to the world.
Now you are the legitimate chairman. You don't establish that. Now you are the chairman until when I go convention or until the whole election. You remain chairman until the whole election.
Yes. Yes.
Meaning that
that's what our constitution says.
You get the power for exercise, for take control over the meeting, and you don't go allow.
Yes.
I mean, you know, anything will go disrupt the meeting, because you know they get two chairmen at the meeting. Now one person then never chair.
Thank you. Thank you.
I mean, it's common everywhere. You know, get two people.
Exactly.
And
exactly.
The organization as a whole, you know, go meeting, then they allow chaos and disorder for take place, because if you are not chairman, you're not supposed for chair. There are a lot of things you not go do that. I mean, not be very practical. No, you know, me, I don't believe in sweet talk. We're gonna place order get for the everywhere order get for the. We're gonna meet it. Now a chairman is supposed for chair me. A chairman, I'm not necessarily say Mr. Suma, but a chairman of that place. Now in go chair a meeting. Now in the chair the meeting, the chairman where they elect now him. And when we're gonna meeting, no disrupt, because people don't left their also go meeting and disruption go take place. So no. Order get for them at the place. You only go talk where you get the attention of the chairman. You know your gap, you introduce something inside like that. So what you get for, but finally now before I sign you off, is it true?
Yes, sir.
Because I already said it on record that I think when I've been going on a delegation now, one of them countries, they either trade delegation or something like that. You know, you are part of that delegation. We go. I'm not too sure how you hear. But is it true they say you have all the ambition for being Minister of Trade and Industry? You have all that ambition. Now you be intentional that and you be not being in the people and say you will get for being Minister of Trade. I mean, you're a yes.
Yes, na DJ Million narrative and that one and day. He say me vex because me no hope for they appoint me as Minister of Trade and Industry, and they not appoint me, and I make they take me anger against the SLPP government. That na his own fabrication. Me, whether they appoint me or not, is irrelevant. But as long as the values and the principles of the NGC party is protected, the terms of the alliance, where they go say, okay, Chiamalo can sit down, give we few names the way you fit to say go able for run certain areas them. It not necessarily get for be me, because me get for run a party, and if I take any position, it means I get for give up me chairmanship position. That is what our constitution says. And me need for build the party and strengthen them for election. And I know say I get the capabilities. We party don't lose elections in 2018 to now. We not ever win any election. So maybe not define a roadmap. How for check this party also for prepare for win election in 2028. Now all them threatening then they do a palace school. But again, I want to let them know say it's false. Now let's talk about this conference where then talk say me attend. Before I assume the chairmanship position, have been done, they look for opportunities that will bring international clout to the NGC party. So I get a friend, we get connections with the Democratic Union of Africa. My friend, he based in England, and not getting permission for that using name. So now he say, look, me man, I go able to make the Democratic Union of Africa invite you as a guest for go observe the conference and see if you go able to make an appeal. Let them go invite you party for apply for become a member. So I call, when I assume the position of chairman, I share all the information to national officers. I share the information with Kande, the Secretary General, for tell them, say, through some own background connection, I don't get this invitation to go represent the NGC party in South Africa. So I go able to make a case for let the party go be invited for become a member of the Democratic Union of Africa, which is a union of political parties, centralized political parties, who they hanged, share policies, share ideas in terms of how to build the democratic institutions across Africa. I went to South Africa and I well represented the NGC party. So when they get a second conference in Ghana, now then call me back, say, look, me man, we still not invite you on a party yet for get a formal application. But this trip, if you come, we not the only get a dialogue discussion with you where you go take back to your party, but we also go able for find a way where we go able for get the party for become a member of the Democratic Union of Africa. And that ended the party they in this chaotic environment. That's a way they are normal. You get people in the sabotage things the way they happen, where they bring progress to the party. Now within a chaotic environment, but yet still, I decide to say me not to go. Now I send to the chairperson of the Democratic Union of Africa, say me the America, I get important thing the way at the handle. I'm not going to come at this time. I still get for go Ghana for go investigate me picking in that one. But me on date for go, not to now. Now in the Democratic Union chairperson saying, hey, well, we been expect say you to come because we don't already make an appointment for you and the president of Ghana for get dialogue. Let us talk how we go able for collaborate for move things forward. If you send somebody else, then of course not to that person the president of Ghana they expect. So the person go carry attend, but that opportunity they not go there. Now I talk to my family. I immediately abandon all what they do. I jump in. I've been getting meeting for take place na Togo. I go Togo for 2 days. From there now, on my way to Ghana, I go Ghana. I've been planning for go Salon before I can Ghana, but I go Ghana, attend the conference. We get a dialogue. I get meeting with the president of Ghana. I get meeting with top figures in Ghana. I get all that information. I get the application. I can now. But again, this process where they happen, where they fetch this and that, no stability, then they attack DJ Million, they attack ya, where you go talk about whatever. So I go can begin talk, but taking the party for go become an affiliation with an international organization where that party is still considered to be an umbilical cord of another political party in the government. So I decided to hold off until we address the issue of an alliance. Then I go get the national officials for that we formally apply for become members of the Democratic Union of Africa. I've been not even make inroad for let them go invite some of who lead youth men and youth women them na a conference where for take place in November. Now I think na Zimbabwe or somewhere. All that one day, nothing already on the works. But because then guy are focused on alliance, it creates chaos within the party. So me not the only try for build the party within Sierra Leone, and they try for create international connections for the party. Also they in the move for get connection with 2 other institutions in America where they push democratic issues them. But they always they complain say they not they deal with political party because they don't want for appear like I say, then they meddle in the politics of another country. But me don't get me strategy for that go approach them, where then go see the need for enable political parties them. Otherwise, the same endemic system then go continue with the old political parties them. I don't already get a strategy then they together. Where I been a plan say where when you get a next meeting, I will discuss them with NEC members, and then when I go America, I will find a way to approach the other institution and they so that they're able to help NGC survive. Let not befall the same fate like the other political party there, where then just focus on Sierra Leone. Me want for take the party international so that the party will get the clout where you need for move the nation forward.
Well, Mr. Suma, I want actually, as a matter of fact, as you expect in democracy, because you even though you didn't salute, but you see the you know say way you give one person chance you get forget the next person for the. So if they call me, they want to talk, I'll be there also. They say get the info. But waiting, I want finally beg you with and let go with and when I for preach that the only way for NGC for like the first again for be one way believe in the rule of law where they not established, meaning the constitution. They get for believe in them. They get for get themselves committed to them. America great because I mean it's very difficult for America, but now so they decide. They say we may be a nation of laws, they will not to be a nation of man, we're a nation of laws.
Exactly.
So if NGC get for actually NGC membership get for big one, when a law, an entity where they drive on the moral foundation of the rule of law, the laws where NGC established. Personality now get for dinner yard. This now not about African politics. When the fortunes of what he tried to one point, like you correctly say, before the mistake was made, but hopefully NGC under rely on that. Maybe this each and everybody in the NGC get the capacity for take NGC from the pedestal of grace to the avenue of success. Everybody. We not for create any situation we say that only one man without one man the party no go before. No. We don't forgo that narrative. Every member, every committed member, every genuine member, he will care NGC walk now the zenith of Mount Everest. But this could only happen when we decide for so would they be an organization of laws. So me, anytime I talk to any NGC, me will tell us no matter what happen, Lord go back to the laws. Now the law now bring it together. The law, then we fall out of this crisis. If we all decide for implement the laws, the constitution, NGC will be one of the greatest parties. So I want to thank you very much for taking the time for coming out today for explaining this. And I will talk to the other guys there. And again, you're the tell you me opposition I go be say, hey, no matter what to do, let the constitution be with God. Then I will Bible naya, then I will Quran naya, then go get we out of this. Thanks very much again for the time, sir. And let God bless you for this.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. And I want let we all understand, say, this not an issue between me, Jismet Suma, against anybody. This is an issue between the NGC party, headed by Jismet Suma, against the one that we want for conduct a palace school and get a hostile takeover of a party and get somebody else. We're not a part of a party for control and micromanage a party. So we are the members of the party led by Jismet Suma. Now we the fight for protect the interests of the party. Now, when you come to any interview, and I want to let all the other media houses that know this, if you want for get an interview, you want let the chairman and leader appear on that interview, you get one or two options. Option number one, get the Secretary General, when are the one way they head the other faction within the party, for can discuss the issues now you show together. Or you get me alone, you ask me whatever question, any other question you have. But you cannot have me as the chairman and leader for go on a debate or on a discussion on this issue with someone na the other faction when a public relations officer na some kind constituency or some kind region or some kind secretary general or kind region, then where you left the official spokesperson of the party. If now that's not the case, not call me the chairman for campaign interview. We get the official spokesperson of the party, which is the public relations officer, duly elected to speak for and on behalf of the party. If you can't get the chairman, you can get the public relations officer. Maybe at his own discretion, Ingo able to go on a debate, on a discussion on this issue with some regional chairperson, or some regional secretary general, when I like a Josiah, or some regional public relations officer when a DJ Million. But you can't get me, Gismet Suma, for go sit down with DJ Million or Josiah for go discuss issue. Bring
So
Sheriff Kamla, we discuss at that level.
The policy way they suggest that will either be the spokesman, I don't know, either the public relations officer, I don't know if that
officer, yeah.
The
yes.
public relations officer.
Now they speak on behalf of the party. You know, they speak on behalf of Gismet Suma. Okay. They speak on behalf of the party. Now the party in position. So if somebody get doubt, yes, they go call and say, officer, what is happening in your party? Yes, you tell us what is the official position.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you.
Let God bless you for the audience. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
All right.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.